Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cindy. In this lesson, you're going to learn 30 common French questions. There are two ways of asking what something is in French. C'est quoi? C'est quoi? And qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is it? When a question ends in quoi, it's more familiar. So if you don't want to sound familiar, you may want to use qu'est-ce que c'est instead to ask what something is. To ask someone what they're doing, you can either ask tu fais quoi? Tu fais quoi? Or qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? What are you doing? Remember to use vous instead of tu if you don't know the person very well. To ask what the time is, you can either ask il est quelle heure? Il est quelle heure? What is the time? Or, tu as l'heure? Tu as l'heure? Have you got the time? To ask someone what they are thinking about, ask à quoi tu penses? À quoi tu penses? What are you thinking about? If you've got your friend, or if you're older, if you've got children around, you might want to ask them what they want to do, in which case you can say tu veux faire quoi? Tu veux faire quoi? Or, qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? What do you want to do? One of the most common questions you can ask someone is il fait quel temps? Il fait quel temps? Or, quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? What's the weather like? When I ask someone how they are, ask ça va? Ça va? Or, comment ça va? Comment ça va? How are you? Or, how is it going? Here's a question kids often ask each other. C'est quand ton anniversaire? C'est quand ton anniversaire? When is your birthday? And another question common amongst kids is comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Or, tu t'appelles comment? Tu t'appelles comment? What's your name? Of course, if you're an adult talking to another adult you don't know, you want to ask comment vous appelez-vous instead, basically using vous instead of tu, and using inversion to sound more polite or more formal. So now you've made a new friend, you might want to know where they live. Tu habites où? Tu habites où? Or, où habites-tu? Où habites-tu? Where do you live? Now, if you go on holiday in France, you'll definitely want to know this one. Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Or, where is the toilet? In French, toilet or toilets is always plural. So you can't say le toilette. You have to say les toilettes. Où sont les toilettes? To find out what someone does for a living, you can either ask qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? Qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? What do you do for a living? Or, qu'est-ce que tu fais comme métier? Qu'est-ce que tu fais comme métier? What do you do as a job? Okay, so now you've made a new friend, or maybe you're flirting with someone, and you want their phone number. In which case you can either ask quel est ton numéro de téléphone? Quel est ton numéro de téléphone? What's your phone number? Or, est-ce que je peux avoir ton numéro de téléphone s'il te plaît? Est-ce que je peux avoir ton numéro de téléphone s'il te plaît? Can I have your phone number, please? If you don't understand what someone has said to you and you want to sound quite French, you can either ask quoi, meaning what? Quoi? This one is quite familiar, so you may want to be careful who you use it with. You can use it with friends or with family. If you want to sound a bit more formal, you can ask comment? Comment? Or pardon? Pardon? These two mean sorry or excuse me. If you want to know what something is used for, ask ça sert à quoi? Ça sert à quoi? Or à quoi ça sert? À quoi ça sert? What is it used for? Ça sert à quoi and à quoi ça sert can also be used to ask What's the point? So someone knocks at the door and you want to know who it is. C'est qui? C'est qui? Who is it? If the person has left, c'était qui? C'était qui? Who was it? If you want to know who something belongs to or whose turn it is, you can ask c'est à qui? C'est à qui? Whose is this? Or whose turn is it? If you get home and it seems very quiet, you might want to ask il y a quelqu'un? Il y a quelqu'un? Is anyone here? And if you want to ask who is here, you can ask qui est là? Qui est là? Who is here? If someone hands you a gift or a letter, you might want to ask c'est de la part de qui? C'est de la part de qui? Who is it from? So you go about your business and suddenly you see someone who you really wasn't expecting to see there. You might ask them, qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? What are you doing here? If you want to ask someone what they're looking at or what they're watching on TV, you can ask tu regardes quoi? Tu regardes quoi? Or qu'est-ce que tu regardes? Qu'est-ce que tu regardes? Both mean what are you looking at or what are you watching? And remember, when you use quoi at the end, your question sounds more familiar. So if you need to sound a bit more formal, use qu'est-ce que tu regardes instead. We've all found ourselves on the phone, talking to someone and then not hearing them back. So you wonder if they can actually hear you. If you want to ask if someone can hear you, ask tu m'entends? Tu m'entends? Or est-ce que tu m'entends? Est-ce que tu m'entends? Can you hear me? To ask someone where they come from, ask d'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? Or tu viens d'où? Tu viens d'où? Where do you come from? So you're in the shop and you want to buy this item, but you can't find the price anywhere. You need to ask combien ça coûte? Combien ça coûte? Or ça coûte combien? Ça coûte combien? How much does it cost? Or how much is it? To ask how something works, ask comment ça marche? Comment ça marche? Or ça marche comment? Ça marche comment? How does it work? If you've got a friend over for dinner, you might ask them tu veux manger quoi? Tu veux manger quoi? Or qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? Qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? What do you want to eat? Or more like, what do you want to eat, to be honest? The other day, I was walking my dog and one of my neighbors was listening to music sat in his car. I could have asked him, tu écoutes quoi? Tu écoutes quoi? Or, qu'est-ce que tu écoutes? Qu'est-ce que tu écoutes? What are you listening to? Of course, remember to use vous if you don't know the person very well. If you're not quite sure whether someone is talking to you or someone else, you can ask them, à qui tu parles? À qui tu parles? Or, tu parles à qui? Tu parles à qui? Who are you talking to? If you want to know where someone is going, you can ask them, tu vas où? Tu vas où? Or, où vas-tu? Où vas-tu? Where are you going? I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. That's what the comments are for. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I upload new videos regularly. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye!